Hello everyone, Icy Hot Jacob Scott here once again, and today I'm going to bring to you my predictions for Den in the Bank. Or actually, before I do that, I figured I'd take a little time to explain some of the matches that'll be on the kickoff. There's three of them, and none of them are going to have any titles, no stipulations, just straight up good old one-on-one bouts. So, let's start with the one that we could have kind of pieced together from the last episode of WKW. That is Infamous versus Ricochet. Now, Infamous, one tough son of a bitch, he has recently undergone a heel turn, you can almost argue mid-match, while he was facing off with Ricochet, but he cemented it with the dastardly post-match assault. And now Ricochet is understandably upset by that crude lack of sportsmanship. Thus, we are going to have a rematch on our hands. And if you ask me, I personally believe this time Ricochet will be ready for the increased aggressiveness of Infamous. And I think that's going to be game, set, match Ricochet, in my honest opinion. Up next on the kickoff, we appear to have Cameron Rose of the Mob versus Tiger. Now, I've only seen a little bit of what Tiger can do, and he reminds me a lot of the New Japan wrestler Tiger Mask. As far as I know, he is still relevant. While as for Cameron Rose, I've been told we haven't seen him ever since a few seasons back, when he was supposed to go to WKW, but Mr. Davis turned him down. Well, you lose Mr. Davis, Cameron Rose is here, and to be honest, I feel Rose is going to take this one. As great as Tiger is, it's just something about the way Rose fights tells me he's going to get it. And thirdly, last on the kickoff is a match that I truly believe is going to be more of a wild card than anything. I'm talking about Axe, probably the youngest wrestler we have on WKW, versus someone I will first-handedly admit I've not seen before. A man simply known as The Voice. Now, I've only been shown a picture of The Voice, and I would rather not show it for fear of nightmares. So, honestly, Axe has proven himself, but just taking one look at The Voice, I don't know. Axe is going to have to bring a whole arsenal if he wants to take down a man as scary as this. So, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give my 2 cents to The Voice. So now we're going to move on to the main card. Out of 7 matches, the first is Rowdy Brandon in a rematch against Greg the Metalhead for the WKW Extreme title in an Extreme Rules match. Now, if there's one thing I learned in any match that has weapons, anything can happen. You can be wailing on your opponent all nice and good, but one stiff chair shot to the back or kendo stick or whatever you have. Hell, for all I know, there could be a barbed wire covered bat down there. I don't know. One shot from a weapon like that can change course instantly. And if it's in the head, night night. That's all I have to say. But I don't know. Greg is very well known for his extreme combat, but I have a feeling, unless he can really get a hold of all of his weapons down, then again, Rowdy Brandon does bring the size and strength advantage, but with Greg having the speed advantage and his proficiency with weapons, I personally see Greg is likely going to retain the title. So I have to give my 2 cents to Greg. Now, for the WDW King of the Wolves title, Roderick Strong challenging one Happy Cole. Now, Happy Cole, from what I recall, successfully defended the last time he had to have his title on the line, and hell, he not only beat Chris Cash for the title in that match, and I still remember those Canadian destroyers, those Panama Sunrises that he delivered, but he was able to do it 2-on-1. If that doesn't mean a champion, I don't know what does. So, if you want me to be perfectly honest, Strong can break Happy Cole's back as much as he wants. Happy Cole's just gonna laugh it off, say you're not happy, and drop Roderick Strong. I'm putting 100% confidence on Happy Cole to retain. Now the third match, WDW Platinum title on the line, Q defending against Gabriel Pierce. Now, Gabriel Pierce has been trying to get into Q's head the past couple weeks, but I've seen what Q can do. Hell, I remember that one match at Survivor Series, he's the man who effectively created Happy Cole with that diving forearm shot right to Cole when he was frozen for whatever reason. Now, Pierce, he can deliver a bunch of offense, and he knows some smarts on what his opponent can do. Freeze frame bonus, as he is a hacker. Now, all the hacking in the world can't stop a big KU driver or the KU smash. So it's a tough call, but honestly, I think Q's going to hold on to that title for just a little longer. Now, the fourth match has no title on the line. It's just going to be a straight up singles fight, but at the way it's been going, you would be forgiven if you want to call it a grudge match. Kino Kabashi versus Larry, with Larry's 12-win streak on the line. Now, knowing Larry, I'm fairly certain he can turn it to 13-0, but I'm starting to wonder, with that attack he laid onto Kabashi after Kabashi won in a match that didn't even involve Larry, I don't know. There's a sneaking part of me that thinks Larry might be able to get his emotions in the way. And since this is a full-on rivalry, Kabashi could be the one to snap the streak before it hits lucky 13. I don't know. It's a very tough call. Honestly, I might want to say if Larry doesn't keep his emotions in check, and after that last attack, it's very likely, I'm going to have to probably give it to Kabashi. Then again, I don't know how it will turn out. I'm just a guy who does the recap on the radio. Now the fifth match, the WKW Golden Fang title on the line. The mysterious leader of the mob faces I don't fucking know. I don't even know who his opponent is, but he's defending his title against somebody. It's an open challenge. Who could it be? Who will it be? Why will it be? Hell, why are we even doing this? I have no idea, but I'm guessing if I want to be real here, the leader probably wants to prove that that win he had wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just due to outside interference, and unless I'm mistaken, this will be his first defense. So, if anything, I think the leader wants to prove that he is a real champion. He doesn't care who his opponent is, but you never know. I've seen time and time again that way of thinking could lead to transitional champions. So I honestly cannot call this one without a full-on opponent. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to give it my approval rating of, I don't know. For the LOA Wolfpack tag titles, and do not ask us what LOA is, I have no idea myself, but it's on WDW. Leo Carr and Zinda Haku defending against Maximus and Billy Wildcat. Now, I've seen that Maximus and Billy Wildcat will be able to put up one hell of a fight. However, they lack one thing that Carr and Haku have, and that's experience. Carr and Haku have shown time and time again that they gel together. Something about them just work. So, on the rank of experience alone, I want to say Carr and Haku likely will retain the titles, but knowing Maximus, I don't know, could be a little close. But I'm still going to put my money on Carr and Haku. Okay, now finally, this is a match I don't know if I'll be able to make a full prediction on, but I'll tell you what I think based off the people I have listed here. So, for Den in the Bank, we'll be having in the 8-man ladder match, Akira Tadashi. We'll be having Kyle Noble with Paul Heyman by his side. Why did they have to do that? I have no We'll be having Cyrus trying to get back into the main title picture. We have Dylan Casey on WDW. I guess he wants in on the main title immediately. We're going to have Chris Bay, who deserved a shot after winning one hell of a match against Axe. And also, we know that Billy Huggins will be in there, the footless hobo from Florida. Now, I said 8-man, which means there are going to be 2 mystery opponents that they will not even release the forms to me. I don't have clearance to know who they are. Now, of the people who are in this match, I've seen that Cyrus and Chris Bay, they work well when they're up high. They might have an advantage and they might do some cool fucking spots if they can do a diving finisher off the top rope. Now, as much as I want to say Kyle Noble is probably going to lay his hands onto it so he can get right back into the title picture and therefore probably fulfill Paul Heyman's promise, I feel like knowing his history with Tadashi recently, those two are going to fucking scrap it out. So between the 4 remaining, I don't know. It would be nice to see Huggins get into try to get into the title picture again. Chris Bay, on the other hand, I don't recall if he ever had a title in WKW. Dylan Casey, well, you know him. He's going to make sure everyone burns to ashes if he gets his hands on that contract. And as for Cyrus, well, come on. He's been here since season 2, if I recall. I might be mistaken. I will have to make sure to ask on that one. This is honestly a very tough call. But if I had to choose between the 6, as much as I still think Tadashi and Noble are going to take each other out, I don't know. I think Noble is dead set on trying to get the WDW. No, he's dead set on that Golden Fang Championship that the mysterious leader of the mob currently holds. And I feel like since he can't get to Marcus Crow, he's going to take all that pent-up anger and frustration out on everyone, leave them for dead, climb up the ladder, get the contract, and therefore, I'm going to have to say Noble might be your main winner for that one. So, those are my predictions, my sole opinion on what's going to happen this Friday on Den in the Bank. And as for the kickoff, we're just going to have to wait and see when that is. I'm being told the kickoff might be dropping tomorrow. And to be honest, I hope it does, because I would love to see if any of my predictions come true. So, this is Icy Hot Jacob Scott saying, feel the flame, fear the cold, but more importantly, bet on who you think the winner is going to be. Have a nice day.